Hey guys, be sure to like me on Facebook and follow me on Instagram for extra content you won't see here. Click the links in the description below.
Hey, what's up everybody, Evran for being another action figure review. Today we're going to take a look at the Marvel Legends Avengers Infinity War Captain America figure from the Thanos Build-A-Figure wave. Here we have Cap in front of the package, displayed with the head of Thanos, his new shield from the movie, and some other alternate hands. Going on to the side of the box, we do have a picture of Cap, or Chris Evans as Cap. Then the back shows a picture of the figure along with the rest of the wave displayed here. Read up does say, from the streets of Brooklyn to the intergalactic stage, Steve Rogers defends justice as Captain America. Alright, no more to talk about. Let's get him out the box and see what he looks. Steve Rogers out of the box, and this is quite the interesting figure indeed. Lots to talk about here, guys. Lots to talk about, and I just don't know where to start. First of all, let's start with his new outfit, his new attire for the movie. This is different, of course. Everyone changes every movie. So we got Captain America here. He's not sporting the star anymore. We have the outline of the star, but the actual white star has been removed. He also does not have the Avengers logo on his shoulders. His sleeves are rolled up now. I mean, that's the difference, right? And that's about it. He also doesn't have his Captain America shield. So, as we remember from Civil War, he gave it back to Tony because Tony said, that doesn't belong to you, it was my father's, so he gave it back after that whole fiasco at the airport. So, this is interesting that he is pulling this move almost like he doesn't want to be Captain America anymore. Who knows what he's doing here. He kind of went, he's hiding from everybody because they were looking for him. And I keep messing with him because his ankle does not want to move. Alright, let's get straight to the point here. Let's get straight to the part where this figure just completely blows. Okay, everything else is fine. The body mold is perfect. Everything's fine. But when it comes to the face sculpt, what in the world happened? Like, this is an atrocity of a head sculpt. This does not look like Chris Evans, not one slight bit. Like, not even a bit. They can't even pull this off to look like a comic version. This makes this figure the worst figure of the wave. It's gonna be the biggest pig warmer of all time, in my opinion. I think that's what I see. Even though he's not packed twice like Iron Man, so it's gonna be Iron Man and it's gonna be Cap on the shelves that you're gonna see more so than any other figure, in my opinion. But I just don't know what happened here, because Hasbro normally is good with making the likeness there. I mean, let's take a look at Tony Stark here. This doesn't look perfect, but it looks better than what this would look like. I mean, you can kind of see Robert Downey Jr. here a little bit. Here, you can't see Chris Evans at all. Let's take a look at another one. Here is the Winter Soldier. Then it's supposed to be Sebastian Stan. So that looks similar to him, to the actor. I mean, it doesn't look perfect again, but it doesn't look horrible either. Let's keep going. Here we have Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, and that I can definitely see Jeremy Renner here. And this is actually made before their digital printing tech for their face sculpts were even thought about. So this is just way better. I mean, that literally looks exactly like the actor. Alright, last one. Mantis looks just like her. Gamora looks just like the actress. And even Yondu over here looks like Michael Rooker to some point. I mean, it's not perfect once again, but likeness is there. It looks like him. You guys get it. I mean, they really blew this one. Just to compare him next to the picture on the side of the box there, I mean, obviously Chris Evans is going to look a little different with the beard, but, it's still, it's not there. Alright, so yeah, we get it. So the head doesn't look like him at all, so they messed up there, making this figure I mean, who's going to want this now? First of all, a lot of people don't like MCU movie figures, so this is already a pass for a lot of collectors, and now the people that do collect the movie figures, they might even pass on this too. I think Hasbro owes the fans a remake on this guy. I feel like they were on a tight budget with this line, or they didn't want to spend too much, so they sacrificed the head sculpts to save a little money. I could be wrong, but that's just my thought about it. Anyways, no more talking about the face sculpt. We all get it. It's horrible. I really can't sugarcoat it. It's trash to me. I can't sit here and say that this is a great face sculpt for Chris Evans. So let's try to take a positive out of this negative here. We can at least use this head sculpt for something else. We could put him on a Hydra soldier. We can put him on a Shield agent. We can put him on anything else. Maybe one of, you know, when you're trying to army build goons or bad people or bad guys or anything like that, we can probably put that head on there, and we can't say, oh, that looks just like Chris Evans, because it doesn't. So it won't look too weird. So that's the only positive I can really take out of this head sculpt right here. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Cap is wearing his face mask or helmet in this movie, so he does not come with one. He does come with 2 extra fists here as well, and his shield that he gets from Wakanda or from Black Panther T'Challa, as we saw in the trailer. I'm sure this is also made of vibranium. And he comes with the head of Thanos, which is a whole nother thing we're going to talk about in the Build-A-Figure review of Thanos here. So stay tuned for that. The head of Cap does go left and right. It goes up and down. Arms go forward and back. They go in and out. There is a bicep swivel there. Double jointed elbows. A swivel at the wrist with a hinge. Ab crunch. Waist swivel. T-jointed legs go forward and back. They go in and out. There's a thigh swivel, double jointed knees, shin swivel, ankles are hinged. This one is super stiff. Let's try this one. They're both super stiff. So they're supposed to be hinged forward and back, and they do pivot better than they do hinge forward and back. So he has decent articulation. I can say that about him. I do like the shield. It's pretty simple. It's a nice sculpt. And it seems like based off the trailer, it does pop out. So maybe it's a smaller shield like this, and then this piece is what pops out here, and he can actually use this to probably stab his enemies with it, because that looks pretty deadly right here. So there is a handle there for the figure can hold it, so that's nice. And you can see a little bit of paint apps there along with the sculpting. So there we have him next to Thor from the Ragnarok wave of figures, and then we have him next to the Iron Man from the same wave here. So I just feel, again, Iron Man should be a little taller here. Thor is great. Thor is to scale here. He's supposed to be taller than both of them. But still, nonetheless, Iron Man still stands a tad bit taller than Cap, which Cap should be taller. They're all just tall people. They're just, they're tall people. But, you know, should be Thor, then Iron Man, and then Cap, in my opinion. But I guess it's not too bad. The fact that he's slightly taller isn't too horrible, I guess. And then here we have Civil War Cap next to Infinity War Captain America. Here you can see where he removes the star and the Avengers logo as well. Actually, he did remove it in Civil War, so, but this is from the Civil War 3 pack. Alright, so there you go, guys. That concludes my review of the Captain America figure from the Avengers Infinity War Thanos Build-A-Figure wave. This is probably an easy pass. I can't really recommend this figure even to MCU collectors, but if you're a completionist and you gotta have them all, then this is, of course, something that you're gonna pick up anyways. And if you're trying to build Thanos, you're going to need to pick him up as well. But I just can't. This has got to be one of the worst figures Hasbro's put out. And it's not because of the articulation or the sculpt. It's obviously because of that head sculpt. So that's just my thoughts about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Leave a like if you did. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this figure. Is it really as atrocious as I'm saying? Or are you okay with it? Does it look okay to you? Or do you agree with me and think that it is as bad as I think it is? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And as always, have a great day. Bye.